Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this consumer YouTube channel. Today we will be presenting you a video of Travis and his story with the company called lien. We welcome your comments, your opinions, your suggestions. Enjoy the video and stay tuned for more.
So we bought our house, let's see, it's December of 2017. It had some issues with the roof. It's a 100-year-old house. There was dry rot damage on the fascia and a leak in the roof. So we were looking for roofs. We contacted Long Roof. A salesman came out, told us that we'd be purchasing the Long Roof name, guaranteed quality. We would be getting the fascia replaced and wrapped, all rotted wood replaced. The leak in the roof would be replaced. They would do all the contracts, all the insurance. They would clean everything up. It would look as if nobody came, just a brand new roof on the house. Signed a contract on June 8th with a 3 to 5 week start time. We were pressured to sign the contract to hurry up and get the 3 to 5 week start time. Because we were told that hurricane season was coming. If we didn't sign the contract within 2 days, that we wouldn't be able to get in for at least 6 months. So we signed the contract. July 20th, I called to request an update, which is well past the 5 weeks from the contract date. Nobody responds to me. July 27th, I send another request for an update. Still no response. July 31st, I'm told that the work will start August 3rd with delivery on August 2nd. Delivery comes August 2nd. Nobody shows up the 3rd. No call, no show. All the supplies are in my garage. I live in the city. My garage is my only place to park. So for 18 days, I had no access to my garage because all of Long Roof's roofing supplies were in my garage. No contact from them letting me know when the work would start, and a hole in my roof that's leaking. Finally, on August 18th, they show up to replace the shingles. Instead of taking 1 to 2 days to complete the shingles, it took them 3 days. There was undocumented workers. There was no tarping done. We were told there was going to be a porta potty on site so that they wouldn't use our restroom. No porta potty. So the roofers were urinating in my yard, which is quite disgusting. I have a 3-story home in the middle of the city. There was no scaffolding. They had one ladder on the side of the house. They weren't secured. So I know they didn't have insurance for this project. And with using undocumented workers, they don't care about the safety. So that part of the job was actually done correctly. The shingles were applied correctly from what I've seen so far. It's a 3-story tall house. It's hard to see because it's a very steep roof. But the gutters were supposed to be replaced the next day. It took, almost a month for them to come out and do the gutters. When they came out to do the gutters, they said that they aren't going to replace the fascia because it was too expensive for them. But they're not going to change what I'm being charged, and they're not going to cap the fascia that was rotted. They were just going to do a little seal job on it. Said it'll look nice, but yeah, I'm still being charged full price for the fascia to be replaced and the capping and everything to look like new, but they say they're not going to do the work. They do a horrible job. They leave a mess, damage my air conditioner return line. I have water pouring all over my deck every time my air conditioner drains now because they broke the line. They left shards of aluminum all over my yard, and I have 2 dogs and children. So I had to spend my entire weekend cleaning up shards of aluminum from the gutters. There was parts, attachments from the gutter out in the street for cars to just drive over. There was zero attempt to clean up anything. I called Long Roof and told them that the work was unacceptable. Somebody needs to come out and fix it. No response. Send multiple emails. No response. Then finally, I go to the Better Business Bureau and contact the head of Long Fencing Long Roof. He refers me to Bill Casavantis. Bill Casavantis comes out, says that this is unacceptable. They will do the job right, they will clean it up, and they will repair the damages to my property. Um, First appointment for them to do that, no call, no show, as usual. Second appointment, no call, no show. Third appointment, somebody shows up. They spend the entire day in the yard and just do the bare minimum. Instead of fixing the AC line and the damages to my fence, all they did was wipe off the black markings that they left on the fence. Spent the entire day there. There's damages to my roof from them coming out trying to fix the cap corner, from them tying off and then drifting over. So there's damages to that. There's part of the tarping that goes underneath the shingles is pilled up. Birds are now living in there. My gutters were not installed correctly. Instead of being installed to the fascia, which is rotted and wasn't replaced, they shoved them under the shingles. And by shoving the attachment for the gutters under the shingles, my shingles are now no longer good. So the entire roof part that was done correctly is now damaged because the gutters were installed incorrectly. So with it being shoved under the shingles, if water overfills into the gutters, it's just going to go right under the shingles of the roof and rot out my roof from the inside. Long Roof said that they would come out on November 1st to address this. No call, no show. Nobody shows up. On the 6th of November, I request an update. No information. On the 8th, somebody finally contacts me, says they will be sending 2 techs out to repair the work. So on November 15th, we have 5 inches of snow on the roof. I get a call saying that they're going to cancel because of the snow. 5 minutes after the cancel, 1 tech shows up. Doesn't call, just shows up behind the house. Says that he doesn't see a problem. Doesn't do any work. Has me fill out a form saying he doesn't do any work. And I tell him exactly what I want him to do. One of the corners where it was capped, I told him there's an opening and water is leaking out. He said, you need that opening for the water to get out. I said, well, how's the water getting in? Well, it's getting in from the top. So if you seal that, then I won't have any water there. And he said, yeah, but you need the bottom open so the water can get out. And it was just a stupid conversation going over and over again. So he left without any work. I was told by Long Roof that they would reschedule. Nobody calls me, nobody shows up. I get fed up with constantly being the one to contact them, so I just leave it as it is. Don't contact them anymore because every time I've had to be the one to contact them. They don't have any courtesy to let me know what's going on. So we fast forward now to February 28th. Still no rescheduling for the November appointment. No word from Long Roof. I notice on my credit report that their finance department has run a hard inquiry on my credit 3 times. I call the finance department, tell them they no longer have permission to run hard inquiries on my credit. So they say that I am now responsible for the full amount. It will no longer be financed. I'm sorry, that was the original contract, was one roof contract to be financed over 10 years at $200 a month. They tell me it will now no longer be financed. I owe the full amount of $18,052 or $18,052 due immediately. I tell them I've never received a bill and work still hasn't been complete. And my contract states amount due upon substantial completion, $0. Amount due upon completion, $18,000 to be financed over a 10-year period through Long Roof's financing company. March 15th, I receive an update from the scheduling department saying that they will call me to reschedule, to have somebody come out and repair the roof. And then that's the last I hear from anybody from Long Roof. I receive a bill March 30th that is dated for February 28th for the full amount due. No comments, no nothing. Then I receive a phone call from Bill Casavantis saying that if I do not pay the full amount due, they will be suing me. I will be paying their legal fees. I will be assessed a 1.5% late fee for every day that the payment is late from the time the contract has been signed. Work still hasn't been complete on my roof. I still have a damaged roof right now. Um, then on April 30th, I receive a letter from a collection agencies, Long Roof's collection agency, saying that they are going to start suing me. And I have 30 days to contact them to dispute this. I send them a letter explaining the situation that I will not be paying because the work isn't done, and I have a contract that says amount due upon substantial completion, $0. And that's where we are right now. So right now, I have completely rotted fascia on the side of my house, which now has carpenter bees living in it. I have birds living in an untarped area of my roof where they've gotten under and made a nest inside the bricks. I have damage to my patio from the air conditioner line that they broke. Luckily, my air conditioner still works. I have I'm still finding aluminum shards in the yard, and there's still damage to my yard and property that hasn't been addressed. And I have handprints all over the top of my roof where they just smeared whatever it was they were using to work on the side of the house, and no attempt to clean it up. So my beautiful 100-year-old house looks now like a haunted dump with new shingles on it, but that's about it. Um, I'm waiting to be sued by Long Roof. I'm looking for a lawyer. And as I've been researching this, I've noticed that this, especially for the Odenton, Maryland location and any project with Bill Casavantis involved, this is quite a common thing. They make promises to do a project within a set amount of time, don't call anybody, don't show up, extremely poor communication. They have a history of using undocumented workers, not getting the proper permits or insurance for the project. And then when they can't get the full payment, they sue the customer. I'm not trying to get out of paying for my roof. I want to pay for my roof. I want to have a brand new roof on my house, which I'm paying for. I refuse to pay for something that I'm not getting. And I want to pay it over the finance terms that I agreed to. That's all I want. And I've communicated with Long Roof through Better Business Bureau, through Long Roof, and through Bill Casmantis, telling them all the same thing. They say they will not come out to my house and do anything until I pay the full amount. I have no options of selling my house now because the roof is damaged. The home will not pass inspection with the roof that's currently on there until I get another new roof, which I'm not going to pay for two roofs. My insurance won't accept the roof because it is damaged. So they're not going to lower my rates for that. And of the two problems that I had to replace the roof, only one of the problems was fixed. The leak in the roof is gone. That's it. I had two problems. One is the roof replaced, and now I have 15 problems from hiring Long Roof with no communication from them other than their attempts to sue me. And all I'm trying to do is get what they promised to give me for what I promised to pay them. And they're trying to get out of it. And I mean, I don't know if it's possible to start a class action lawsuit against them because there are so many people that they do this to. But yeah, this business cannot keep doing this because if they're doing this to me, imagine what they're doing to older people that do not have the opportunity to go check and just assume that, yeah, we're buying Long Roof, so we're going to trust them. I mean, they have a horrible rating on the Better Business Bureau because of exactly what they're doing to me. And this is quite common. And I'm just fed up with it. And yeah, I'm not paying for a roof. I'm ready to go to court and I'm ready to fight this.
So now what are we facing? We are facing how much money damage and what is the situation with the house exactly? What are we facing now?
So the situation with the house is I cannot get my house appraised or put it on the market because the roof is damaged. It will not pass an inspection. until I get a new roof put on or put at least $5,000 worth of work into my roof. There is countless damage to my property, over, I'd say over $2,000 worth of damage to my property that they have yet to repair. And I have birds living in a corner of my roof, which is only going to get worse over time. Right now, it's not bad, but if I do anything, if I call another roofing company, that's just going to come out of my pocket, and I still have the threat of their lawsuit against me. If I hire any handyman to come out and fix it, then that will completely void my warranty if for some reason Longroof decides to honor their contract. So I'm stuck in this limbo of not being able to do anything except wait to be sued by Longroof to finish this.
Travis, have you talked to anybody or have you managed to find anybody else who is in the same predicament as you are? Meaning other customers, unsuccessful customers of Lone Roof.
I've seen a lot of reviews on your site referring to the same thing on the Better Business Bureau, but I haven't been able to contact anybody. And as far as the Better Business Bureau route goes, Longroof just keeps having the same reply that they will not do anything until I pay the full amount. So that's where we're stuck there with the Better Business Bureau helping. I don't accept their response, and they say that they refuse to do anything until I pay the full $18,000. My contract states amount due upon substantial completion is $0. Amount due upon completion is the $18,000 to be financed over a 10-year period. So with the work being incomplete, whether it's just one nail left to be done, my contract states amount due upon substantial completion $0. My last voicemail from Bill Casavantis says that we have completed a substantial amount of work on your property. We need to be paid in full before we do anything else, which is complete opposite of what my contract says. And I had that put into my contract because I've had bad experiences with other businesses before. So I want to make sure that I do not pay anything until they complete their full amount of work.
Good. So, Travis, if Lawn Fence, Lawn Roof, whichever one of those affiliates decided to do something to remedy the situation that they put you in, what solution would you say be acceptable for you at the moment? What can they offer to solve the situation, or maybe at least, if not to solve it, to make it at least somewhat better for you?
Do what they were hired to do. Come outside, come out to my property, install a new roof correctly, install the gutters correctly, repair damages resulting from the work done. If they will do that, then I will gladly pay them the full $18,000, financed over a 10-year period. I want to honor my end of the contract. I want them to honor their end of the contract. I don't trust them to do the work correctly anymore, but I did sign a contract with them, and if they did offer to come out and actually do the work correctly, I would have it inspected afterwards and then gladly pay. I will gladly honor my end of the contract. The big problem we've had with Longroof is they have not had any involvement in this project at all. They outsourced the roofing project to, as I said, undocumented workers. There was one person that spoke broken English. That was it. I cannot communicate with them. Don't have anybody from Longroof here to tell them. And every time somebody showed up to do work, okay, what needs to be done? The people that they contract the work out to don't know exactly what they're doing. Longroof doesn't get involved in any way, and nobody from Longroof has ever been here other than Bill Casavanis to one time come out, survey the damages, and say that he takes responsibility for it. Like, other than that, there has been nobody from Longroof involved in this project. So yeah, if Longroof wants to come out and honor their contract, give me what I purchased, I will pay them what I agreed to pay them. Other than that, I am not paying full price for a damaged roof. If they want to leave it as it is, They need to deduct the cost, the value of their warranty from my price because I don't trust their warranty. They need to deduct the price for the not replacing the fascia, deduct all the price for the damages for the gutters, and yeah, I'll have somebody come out, fix the roof, and I'll pay them for whatever part of the roof they did correctly. But yeah, I am not paying full price for a partial roof. I don't go to a restaurant, order a filet mignon, get one chicken nugget, and still pay a filet mignon price.
Why did you decide to go on a website like ours or online in general and share your experience with lawn roof and lawn fans? What was your motivation, first of all?
I want people to know how this company is. I've noticed that there's a trend of them treating people the way that I've been treated. There is no communication. I went to the Better Business Bureau, gave them a bad review, went on your website, and I'm just trying to go everywhere possible so that next time somebody's in the situation where they're looking for a roof and they Google complaints for long roof, that there are plenty of complaints that come up so people know what they're getting into. Because I made the mistake of trusting their name without doing due diligence and making, reading reviews. So I just want to make sure nobody else is put in this situation. And if it is possible that so many people have been affected by the same thing, if it is possible that we can get a class action lawsuit started against them to put this company out of business, I'm all for that. Because my entire summer last year, first summer at my brand new home, was spent dealing with lawn roof. It was completely ruined. I had no access to my yard, no access to my garage for the entire summer. So we couldn't do. We just bought patio furniture. Had to keep it all in the basement. Couldn't pull it out. Couldn't do anything at all with the yard for the entire summer. In a brand new home that we bought for mainly for the patio in the yard. And it's just yeah. I don't want anybody to have to go through life again. And I'm worried about elderly people that they have taken advantage of. Because if they're doing this to me, God knows what they're doing to people that just, are trusting them.